this month. What basically he was saying is everybody want to feel safe.
That's right.
Don't know why they want to stand out. Don't nobody want to be different. They just want to blend in. If you take a stand this way, they're like, oh, brother, hold up. I got a job, man. I got a family. I got all this stuff. But now, here we are celebrating the 80th birthday of a man who was just a little preacher. Now, he had all sorts of education. He could have made I told the reporter, he could have made a whole lot of money doing a whole lot of stuff. The way he could talk.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Had them PhDs from them big schools and all that. My goodness, just a Morehouse degree could have got him a big job.
All right. Right.
But he made a sacrifice.
Oh, that's right.
He looked at, and the funny thing was, he took a call at a church where they had just kicked out the preacher because they thought he was too radical. He was bucking the system. All them folks from Alabama State University didn't want to have a preacher in there talking about we got to fight for equality. And lo and behold, see how God worked? They brought this little 26-year-old boy in here and said, we going to mold the deacons. You know, y'all preachers know about the deacons. Deacons, we going to mold him. And he turned out to be the baddest joker that ever lived.
That's right. All right.
You can't accept the status quo, especially when you know something is wrong.
That's right, man. Right.
They say, Eric Fleming, why would you run against a Thad Cochran? Why would you run against a Trent Lott? Because they were wrong. The status quo in politics is keep your seat, Eric. Don't take a chance and run against folks that like that. It's easy for you to just stay where you are and not buck the system. Well, if the system, Thomas Jefferson said, if the system is wrong, fix it.
Fix it. Fix it.
You know, we get to the, well, yeah, we all created equal and self-evident and all that stuff. But down there it says when government forgets that it's supposed to be for the benefit of the people, then you have the duty and the right to remove it. And we remove it not by shooting folks, like some of our cousins over in the continent, the motherland. We elect people or we unelect people. And we have shown by this election on November the 4th that the status quo may have to change. That the Vox Populi is not the folks, the talking heads on Fox News, but it may be the talking folks down here in West Point.
That's right.
Amen, somebody. If they start listening to you and start listening to folks like me, maybe we might not be in the mess that we are in. Maybe we might have a better America for our children, and let alone a better Mississippi for our children and our grandchildren. All right, I'm moving on. Injustice. Dr. King said many of the ugly pages of American history have been obscured and forgotten. America owes a debt of justice which it has only begun to pay. If it loses the will to finish or slackens in its determination, history will recall its crimes, and the country that would be great will lack the most indispensable element of greatness, justice.
That's right.
How many, all the children, not the young at heart, really the young people, raise your hand. Now, you see this guy right here? See how nice he's dressed? Yes. See how immaculate, how the buttons, the shine, all that. You can't even see me with the shine on the hat.
Yeah, that's right. All right. That's right. That's
no child in this room should ever be afraid of this man.
That's right.
In a society where, or anybody that is dressed like him, it doesn't matter what color you are, it doesn't matter what part of the tracks you grew up on.
Right now.
No child should ever be afraid of somebody that takes an oath to protect them and to serve them. We live in a country where we want to say we are law-abiding citizens and then drive 85 on a 70-mile-an-hour highway.
All right.
So we live in a paradox. But we have to understand that there is a universal arc of justice. that there is a justice that makes sure that when somebody is being mistreated, not given the opportunity to succeed, not given the opportunity to be all that they can be, then the community of God should intervene and say no more. The famous saying is that if there is injustice anywhere, there's injustice everywhere. We know that. But to make it plain, you have to look at what you see on television, and you wonder how these young folks are doing some of these crazy things. Leaving their kids in a car, leaving them in a garbage bag out in the woods, and you're saying, what's wrong with them? And there are kids walking around in our front porch that we don't even ask, baby, where you supposed to be? And you know it's during the hours of school. See, the injustice is anytime someone is not being given the opportunity to be what God created them to be. So it is not just something that you will put in a law book in Jackson or